Hey everyone, it's Jackie from Castle Connections Travel. I'm here with another video, and this video is about packing. I'm not actually going to pack, but I'm kind of going to go over some packing tips and stuff that I like to keep in mind when I'm packing. As you might know, I'm going on a pretty big trip, an 8-night trip to Disney in December, and I'm pretty excited about it. Obviously, I'm excited about it because I'm already thinking about packing. I've already made my list, and I already have some stuff set aside. So I'm actually packing secretly in my room at night because my daughter doesn't know about this trip. So that's kind of why I'm cooped up here in the bedroom packing like a weirdo. So usually before my trip, I start kind of like throwing stuff to the side anyway, so I've kind of been, shoving some stuff randomly in the closet and whatnot. But first things first, you're going to want some good suitcases. I had some pretty beat up suitcases for a while, and it definitely was not good because we went on vacation and both suitcases broke, and it was really bad. So one of them, this got stuck all the way up. We couldn't put it down. The other one, the wheels broke, and it had two wheels. So because the wheels broke, you had to carry it. It was a complete nightmare. We were getting off a cruise ship. My husband had to carry the luggage all the way. It was bad. It was really bad. So moving forward, I was given some luggage by my mother-in-law, and it's great. It's the one thing I told her, I said it has to have four wheels because, when you're in the airport, you got like a 4-year-old that's bored. You just have them like push the suitcase around and, it's easy. So they can help you. A little bit of child labor won't hurt them. Plus, I like something very lightweight. This I can pick up with my finger. This is the big suitcase. I have two of these. I had two of these, and I have one carry-on. So that is what I will be bringing for my trip. Personally, I'm a little overwhelmed with my trip because this is my first trip in December, packing for myself, my husband, my almost 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So I'm packing for 4 people for winter, which, sounds easy, but in Florida it can be anywhere from 30 degrees to 80 in December. So it's like, great. I'm packing shorts and t-shirts, but I'm also packing lots of sweatshirts, lots of layers, and really you got to plan for anything. So that's not fun. So me, I make my own list because I'm kind of a nerd. I'll admit it, I'm a little OCD. So I have my own list for my clients. I have a list that actually has all the same stuff on it. It's just kind of a blank form so they can, put everybody's name on it and put what they need for everybody on it. So hopefully that's helpful. If you need it, email me. I'm not going to go through all the clothes that you should bring. You should know what kind of clothes you want to bring. Check the weather before you go so you know what you're planning for. The first thing on here for talking about clothes and whatnot is footwear. If you're going to Disney World, you should know that you're going to walk a lot. A lot of people don't realize how much they're walking, and they don't plan accordingly. And it's probably the biggest mistake you can do because without your feet being taken care of, you are in some big trouble. So for me, I don't usually wear sneakers. So one time I brought sneakers, and it didn't end well. My feet were really hurting. So I found for me personally, I like flip-flops. So if you are comfortable in flip-flops, flats, if you like to wear Toms, whatever is comfortable on your feet, bring. Bring a pair of sneakers, but also bring a backup just in case, you end up with some hurt feet. Flip-flops, these are the most supportive flip-flops that I've found. This is Nike, very comfortable. Sorry, they're really dirty. And these are Croc flip-flops. These are better. These are, they may not be super fashionable, but they are the most comfortable shoes, flip-flops that I've ever worn in my life. Comfortable, inexpensive, and they're very light. So, shoes. When you're going into the park, you also don't want to forget these. If you got some ears, you gotta bring them. In the parks, if I don't have kids, I bring a wristlet. You know, I can keep my phone in here, keep any cards that I need in here, and it's very lightweight. You know, has a little thing on it, you know, or if I had one of those like little side shot bags, I'd probably bring one of those, but I try to bring the least amount of stuff I can possibly bring. When I'm with kids, when I have my kids with me, that's hard to avoid. I'm going to have to bring a backpack in there with all the stuff that kids need. You know, spare change of clothes. You know, I'm always bringing chapstick, sunscreen, all that jazz. Hand sanitizer. Definitely want some of that. But probably the most valuable thing that you can bring into the park is ponchos. Don't forget ponchos. See, I got like some really cheap ponchos. I think some of these might be from the dollar store. I have so many. I don't know why I have so many of them. I'm always prepared for it, I guess. But ponchos, get them for $1, even $3, whatever. Because if you ever go into the park and you get caught in the rain, like I have, you will get caught buying the $10 poncho. Yes, everybody, it's $10. So if you're going in there with a family of 4 or 5, you're easily going to drop $40 or $50 on basically a plastic bag. It's a little bit, I shouldn't say that. It's definitely nicer than the dollar ponchos, but it's you know, it's just a piece of plastic. So pack your ponchos. It's probably the best tip I can give you. As far as other things to bring into the park and pack, actually traveling in general, is a USB battery backup. When you're in the parks, you're obviously taking lots of videos, lots of pictures. You know, that alone, that just sucks your battery down. So they do sell these in the park, and I think they have little vending machines for them. I think they're like at least $20. They're very expensive. Maybe I'm wrong, but they're pretty expensive. Save yourself some money and aggravation and get one of these. They have them on Amazon. They have the small ones that are about half this size. And this one's a big one. This one actually has 2 USB ports. You can charge 2 phones. Has a stupid little flashlight on it. I've never used it, but whatever. I've actually brought this on a 5-day trip for myself, and I never even had to charge this. So I thought it was worth it to spend the money and get the bigger one. Things also to bring into the park. I bring a camera. A lot of people don't. They use their phones. But if you're, you know, if you're like me and you have a nice camera, you know, bring it, use it. I don't get a lot of use out of it, so I'm bringing it with me. That's it for stuff. No, I lied. Like I said, I'm going in winter, so I'm bringing all sorts of layers. I'm bringing a blanket for the stroller. Like I said, the mornings and the evenings in December are chilly. So instead of, you know, bundling my children up like a snowman in a snowsuit, I can just drape this over them, and then when it warms up in the middle of the day, I can stash it back in the stroller. Bring it out at night. We're good to go. So, got the stroller blanket. Packing things inside your suitcase. People have all sorts of opinions on how you should pack them. You know, pack everything in an individual plastic bag. That's crazy. A lot of people roll things. I think that's a little weird, but, you know, whatever. I am a firm believer as I pack everything in piles, and I kind of pack it like Tetris. You know, I'm sticking things over here, I'm filling every single inch of space, and I feel that that works for me. I have, you know, everything is in, like, little piles like this, so I pack it all over the place, and like I said, if that works for me, you do what works for you. Next thing is definitely buy a bag for all your toiletries. This is my bag. Of course, it looks super unorganized, but this is my bag. I bring all sorts of stuff in here. I like to bring my own shampoo and conditioner from home. You know, I'd usually put them in plastic bags, but actually, yeah, I do. I put most of the stuff that's kind of like big size like this, I put them in plastic bags and put them in here. And then I usually will stick a few more bags in my suitcase just in case I need them on the way home for any reason. This is kind of my go-to for a lot of my personal products because I'm a huge believer in buying non-toxic products. There's a lot of stuff out there. And, you know, of course they say everything gives you cancer, but this is a product that I trust and that does not give anybody cancer. Non-toxic stuff. So they have all sorts of stuff that I use. I started using that because I didn't want to put, I was questioning the products that I was using on my kids, and, I wanted something safe that wasn't going to, harm them in the long run, if you will. So, but I won't get on my soapbox for that. If you have any questions about non-toxic products, there's a site below. My sister sells Pure Haven. Check it out if you're interested. Good products. While on that topic, sunscreen. Always got to bring sunscreen. I use a bunch of different sunscreens. I use Honest. Pure Haven has a sun cream, and then Kiss My Face. I use a lot of different sunscreens. This one's for me. This one's for everybody else. I actually have a baby one that's not even up here. Think Baby or Think Sport. That's another good one. Reason I bring up sunscreen is because if you're going to Hawaii, or honestly, if you're swimming in an ocean, you really should use reef safe sunscreen for the environment. Take care of the environment. And reef safe, I believe, is any sunscreen that is non-nano. So 2 out of 3 of mine are non-nano. So when this one runs out, I'll probably find something else to use because I want to have reef safe stuff. But there's that. Another thing I always bring on a vacation where there's going to be sun is aloe. I don't like the goop that you rub on. I usually always find one that you can spray so you don't have to rub it in. But this is definitely a lifesaver, and if somebody's really burnt, you can put this in the refrigerator and spray it on them, and it feels nice. So, so yeah, all sorts of goodies in here. I got my deodorant. I got my toothpaste, and what's nice about this is toothpaste that the whole family can use. I like to bring a full-size one so that I'm not using a bunch of tiny little tubes. I don't know. I bring a lot of full-size stuff, which maybe it's too much, but that's just me. Beard balm for the husband. Hair products. I don't have it here, but my hair iron always comes with me. Little small bag of makeup. I try not to bring it all because, again, I like to pack light. This little bag right here, I'm not going to go through it, but, all sorts of, tiny little things, bobby pins, safety pins, Band-Aids, elastics, barrettes. A lot of people, they bring some stuff for their feet. Of course, I don't know what that stuff is, but whatever. Also, any medicines that you might need. I always bring Advil everywhere I go. So stuff like that. And zip this up, toss it in the bag. And like I said, I don't roll everything. I kind of pack everything around like Tetris. Things that I carry on the plane with me is really just my diaper bag. Like I said, I like to pack light. I'm going to bring the stuff, the entertainment for the children. She likes to use her little, what she calls her iPadder, which is really just a Kindle. But stuff like that I bring with me. Another thing, I'm going on a long vacation, so I'm going to pack a little bit of laundry detergent. So there's that too. But aside from that, that's basically the essentials. I hope that this was helpful at least a little bit. I'm interested in some cool tips or any packing tips or things that you like to bring on vacation, so definitely comment with anything that you can't leave home without. All right, well, I hope this was helpful to you. Definitely follow my page for any tips, new news, anything that's going on. I post a room of the day on my Facebook page, and all sorts of fun stuff. Definitely follow me because next month when I go on my trip, I will be posting live videos and pictures and all sorts of fun stuff. So follow me at JacquelineCCT, and I'll see you next time.